What's up, Video Game Nation? TommyDrama here, and it is December 2016 DramaFest. DramaFest is a pickups, video game pickup video. Alright, let's get into it. So, let's go with the DS games first. First game I got was 999. This is 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. It's the first of the Zero Escape games. They're puzzle games and like escape rooms. So if you've heard of like the really trendy escape rooms you escape out of, you're actually doing that in this game, but this came out years ago. I don't know if it directly inspired it or that was already a thing in Japan or where escape rooms started, but you're doing a lot of puzzles and escape rooms. It's got a really cool story. It's really interesting. Yeah, it's been pretty fun so far. Pick that up. Then I got, this is a Toys R Us exclusive, Soul Bubbles. Looks like a little fun game. I'm trying to remember. I think it's kind of like a platformer, but I saw it got decent reviews, so it wasn't too expensive, so I picked that up. Next, I got Batman the Brave and the Bold, based off that animated series a few years ago. It seemed decent, and it wasn't too expensive. It's on the DS, which I decided I wanted it on this just to play it handheld, and it was also on the Wii. So then I got this through Instagram, through a Secret Santa thing where a bunch of people in the gaming community did. I need to switch it into the other case I have, but it is Resident Evil The Mercenaries, or Resident Evil 3D The Mercenaries. So that looks really cool. I've been playing some of the Resident Evils lately, and pretty soon here I'm going to start Resident Evil 7, so that'll be really cool. I've beaten 5 and 6 now, and I've played some of 1. But that looks cool. I got this through a guy, Ivy Fool. So if you follow me on my Instagram, you can go a few posts back, to around Christmas time. And that's when that happened. Next up, I got a homebrew. This is a hack. This is Doctor Who. I got this off Etsy. This is a hack of a Famicom game. Oh gosh, what's it called? It was something like Galaxy Police or Police Galaxy or something like that, and it was a Famicom only, which Famicom is the obviously most. If you're watching this, you already know what it is. It's just the Japanese NES. I mean, that's what they're called over there. Anyway, it's just a homebrew, or it's a hack of that, not a homebrew. I mean, you could call it both, but yeah, it's a hack of that. It's that game, and then they just put skins all over and changed a little bit. So that looks really cool. Big Doctor Who fan. Next up, I got Motorstorm for PS3. So, wanted to play those. I played it a little bit when the PS3 first came out before I even got it. Before I even got one, so they're all supposed to be pretty decent. Got that. Then I got Theme Park for Sega Saturn. So I got a Sega Saturn recently. You probably saw it a few back, and I don't have any games for it. So it was my birthday this month, so that's why this month's probably going to be one of my biggest ones usually every year. And it was also Christmas, so at one point, my family still does lists. We've got a big family. It's just easy. You put more than you actually are going to get. You get whatever. You also get just random things. But at one point, I just wrote a couple things down, and then I just put any Sega Saturn game. And I just figured, see what happens. Next up, I got Thunderstrike for the Saturn. That disc just came loose. If you know anything about Saturn, normally they came with a little foam thing. There's so much empty space in these that you need a little foam insert, so at some point I'm going to buy a box of those. You can get the foam cutouts for super cheap. So there's Thunderstrike. Bet it falls out when I flip it. No. Anyway, then next is Cyber Speedway for the Sega Saturn. That disc definitely just fell out. I might as well just fix this 2-player game, racing, looks like. So that's cool. Theme Park's probably the one. I'll give it a try. Looks kind of like, a Sims theme park type game. All right, next up I'm going to go with a couple of peripherals. I put this, I'd already gotten the Move controllers because I was going to, get the VR at some point. And I want to be able to use the original Move in the way you're supposed to through the PS3. So I asked for one of these navigation controllers. Haven't even opened it. But it's just, like the Move controller, but it actually has a thumbstick and stuff. So I'd be willing to try, I'd like to look up at some point and see what the best games are to try for the PS3 Move and stuff like that. Then I have swapped out a few times now, headset for my PS4. I luckily, within the deadline, switched out some Turtle Beaches I had that worked fine, but I realized, wait a second, I'm getting the PSVR and I want to start doing videos with that and stuff. So I switched out within the return policy timing or whatever to get these Stealth 350 VRs. They fit around the headset, so you can wear the huge VR headset and these at the same time without having a big issue. So they're comfy, you know, they spin, you plug them in, and they're actually built for the surround sound. One of the things I've read about PSVR is you don't want headsets that have just like really heavy bass. It doesn't simulate the 3D as well with the actual headset. I mean, most headsets try to do 3D audio anyway, so I don't know exactly what the difference is, but the point is it's got a gauge, and I can tell when you do turn down the actual bass, it does sound better. And then I got another Xbox One controller. I got the Gears of War 3 one. It was on sale at Best Buy. Plus, I kind of needed one. I play my Xbox One more than any other like home console at this point in time, so I've just beaten a lot of them to crap. And some of them, I've got one that works fine, but I've somehow messed up the headset port, stuff like that. So pretty cool. I really like it. Gears of War 4. It's got actual like indentations, like this is actually like cut into it, so I really like that. Then some upgrade for my videos and streaming in the future. I got the Elgato HD 60S. It's really cool. My biggest issue is I'm running on a really old computer, but at the time I'm shooting this actually quite late, past December. I actually just made a huge computer upgrade purchase. So I'll be able to do my streams much more effectively. I've actually shot quite a few, and I just haven't been able to even post them because they mess up so much that they're garbage. So even some of the stuff I posted so far with specifically PSVR, for whatever reason, it's much more taxing on the streaming process or even just the video recording process. So stay tuned for much better videos. If you've seen some other stuff, it might just be kind of mediocre. It's going to get much better. Alright, the only 360 game I got was Game of Thrones for the 360. It didn't look like it got the best reviews or anything, but I still really want to play it. I love the show. I plan on reading the books, at some point. I've started the Telltale Game of Thrones, and that's really good. But yeah, this looks like, I figured it's just one player. It's made by Atlas, though. I like Atlas, so... But it didn't look like it got... From what I recall, it didn't have horrible reviews, but it didn't have amazing ones. Alright, I got one Wii U game. Got this from for my birthday from my friend Jesse. Thank you. It is the Tokyo Mirage Sessions. I think that's hashtag or whatever you want to call that. Yeah, that's a hashtag. FE, that's Fire Emblem. So at a glance, you might not realize it is a Fire Emblem game. I wanted to get this sooner than later just because, I didn't realize it was one player. I assumed it was two. But anyway, I really don't know much about it except there's a Fire Emblem. And if you follow any retro gaming, Fire Emblem games always become... I don't think there's as much print of them as like Zelda games and Mario games, and they always end up going up in value. I mean, just right now, if you look up the Wii game or the GameCube game, they're worth, a lot. So it's just... Figured I'd get that sooner than later. I got this from my sister, Courtney, for my birthday. Assault Suit Lanos. So that looks like a cool... little game. It wasn't much. I didn't buy it, but I've seen them and stuff like that. I priced it out a few times, and I want to say it's like under $20 at Amazon, but it looked like a cool 2D like mech type game. So let's do this. Swap that there, do the rest Xbox One. I got Guitar Hero Live. Now, I'd wanted this because I thought it was cool that, so it came with the controller and everything. I got the single. This thing tanked so bad, it's going to be easy to get another one pretty soon. But it's, you're actually, like, kind of using, you're doing 2 rows of 3 instead of just, like, 5 buttons. And it actually plays the music videos for a lot of it when you're actually playing the songs, which I thought was really cool. And just how this is set up, you actually are you're simulating, like, playing chords and frets in a way. But it's very simplified. Obviously, you're not having to push down hard. You're only using these 6 buttons. But it's a different way of playing, and I wanted it. And I saw it at Costco, and it was only like $29. So I was like, I might as well write that down. I got that. So it was pretty cool. Played it a little bit. It's fun. All right, I got Warhammer End Times Vermintide. When I was really little, I tried to play a little bit of Warhammer here and there. I really like painting them. I like the actual lore of them a lot. So this looked cool. It's up to 2 to 4 player like online, and I have a friend that's big into that kind of stuff. So at some point, him and I will play this. It looked really cool. So wasn't too expensive. Picked that up. I got Darksiders War Mastered Edition. This is the first one. I picked up the second one at some point. It was weird. That one came out like remastered for the Xbox One, the current gens, before this one did. At least as far as I could see, it looked like it did. So I picked that up, start this one, and that was the thing. That's why I didn't start that one, is because I want to play them in order. So, then this big guy got Final Fantasy 15 Day 1 Edition. So yeah, pretty excited to play this. And surprisingly, I don't know. The only Final Fantasies I've beaten is Final Fantasy 4 and 5, so I haven't played any of the recent ones at all. And I beat both of those on my iPad, actually. But, I mean, they ran the exact same way, so there's nothing. But after the fact, I picked up, obviously, 4 is number 2 on Super Nintendo. That's the numbering, so I think, yeah, most common people know it as Final Fantasy 2. But anyway, yeah, so I want to play that quite soon. I just finished a few RPGs recently, so I'm going to start that quite soon. Forza Horizon 3. I love Forza Horizon 2. I beat it and actually bought the big DLC and played that a lot too. And I did a lot of the extra missions and challenges and races and stuff. Played this, I started this, and it's really cool. I mean, it looks, graphics obviously, it's just a way better version. So I got the Escapists for the Xbox, and this for physical copy. You see that's 7 Peggy. It's European only. I had it for PS4, but then I realized I was going to collect heavily for Xbox One, so I'm going to actually, I think, give that away on my Instagram pretty soon here. And just got that one. So, yeah, that's cool. And then Terraria. This, actually, my sister's friend's family, her kids that I've seen multiple times over the summers and stuff when I visit her, they play this a ton. And it just looked like a fun, easy, casual kind of game. But it's on mobile and pretty much all the consoles. But it looked like a fun little game to mess around on. I don't know much about that. I got this I just want to know. I think it'd be fun to possibly do a video with, and it looks ridiculous. Farming Simulator? There's multiple ones of these. This is the 2015 one, but they're like multiple farming simulators and stuff. I mean, it's got the similar name. I don't know if it's technically the same company as like Goat Simulator. I mean, I think it is, but I'm not really sure. Or maybe it's just the same people that, published or distributed or whatever. But yeah, I just don't understand how that's a game. So I was like, I gotta pick up one of these. So 15 was the cheapest one I could find. I got this, one of these as a present. It is the Destiny Roblox. It's actually, if you can see that, it's Atheon. I haven't built him yet, and then it came with a little warlock. So yeah, a little warlock with a sniper, and he's wearing New Monarchy gear, red gear. Just thought it'd be cool. I kind of wanted one, just, in hindsight, I didn't buy the collector's edition of Destiny when it came out, and it came with a really cool ghost, and I was like, I really want something on my shelf. So I thought it'd be cool to put like my first raid boss, as dirty as that sounds, of Atheon. I just thought that'd be really cool, because that was the coolest thing about Destiny, is you play so much, you get all the storyline, you play so much with your friends, so much stuff to do, but then those raids just make it just one level cooler, in my opinion. So, alright, we're getting to the home stretch before I do those. I got Quantum Break. I got this from I Am 8-Bit. This is the Quantum Break vinyl. I Am 8-Bit put this out, and it's got a cool, pretty sure, yeah, see, if you check that out, it is not black, but it has like little specks and stuff in it, and it's really cool looking. So I actually posted this on my Instagram, and surprisingly, this one I got some of the coolest feedback. Oh God, forgive me. I want to say Aaron Ashmore. I don't remember if it was Sean or Aaron. Now I'm saying it out loud, I think it was Sean Ashmore, but he liked the photo, which I thought was cool, and surprisingly, even official Xbox even wrote me something. They didn't like it, they actually wrote, and then someone was like, how the heck did you get Xbox to write back to you? I was like, I don't know. I was like, I wish I could have it happen more. Alright, I got one book this month. I got the Nintendo 64 Anthology book. This is the console that I am trying to get a full, complete set of, so I thought this was really cool. Wanted that. Math Manit, I think, wrote it. Is that the name? But yeah, that's what it looks like. And yeah, I mean, it's got like tons of history, stuff that was going on around then. Then it's got a full thing of all the games. You can, like, there's a checklist in the back. It shows you cover art and just tons of information about these games, re-releases of these games. Talks about, yeah, saves. Can you save on the controller pack? rarity as of when this came out. And this book's really recent. It gives it a rating. What was it also released on? What other consoles? It has the sales on units. So I thought that was really cool. Yeah, I'm one game off of having the full Virtual Boy North American collection, and that, you know, I really wanted that, which was easy. I mean, there's only like 15. There's just one that's expensive, and that's one I don't have. And then N64, just based on my, you know, as I've said in all the other ones, I just really want that collection just based on my age. I feel like it'd be very relatable to the people in my age bracket that will come over to my house and stuff like that. I just think it'd be really cool to have a complete set. Normally I don't collect games I won't play, so at some point I'm going to forcibly make myself play every single one of them. I'm trying to figure out how I can make some kind of video series, but not something, you know, boring, something, even if it's quick and snappy, but I'm going to do something with that. Alright, I did get the PSVR finally. I've been talking about it in every video lately. I'm not taking it out of the box, it's not in the box, it's all rigged up in my room. And if you know one thing about the VR, it has a lot of cables, a lot more than I thought. And when you have it all rigged up tight in between some shelving and some your TV and everything, I really don't want to move it. And I have a new computer coming soon, and I want to get all that set up fine because I want to start putting out a lot of videos. And yeah, I'm kind of jibber jabbering here, but when I'm playing my game, I'm in the zone and I can be quite entertaining. So I want to put out some videos, some streams that I'll just upload, and then actually put some polished content out too of new and old, retro and current, of, you know, really delving into some things, maybe some how-tos or whatever. I'm going to see, you know, try a lot of things. I've just had so many technical errors. That's why I got the new Elgato. That didn't fix. I realized some of my computer stuff was so old. That was the issue. The processors just weren't as compatible with streaming. All right, blah, blah, blah. All right, let's go. I got Drive Club VR. I put a video out on this. Just like the first two races. It's cool. I don't know. The VR, it was interesting. If I had a VR and I didn't have this, I would say, and you're not going to do videos or anything, I would say wait on it. It's going to drop in price multiple times. I had the first Drive Club. It was cool. I kind of hit a wall on difficulty because it's a racing sim, so it's more like, you know, Forza Motorsport, less than like Forza Horizon. So it gets much harder, much faster. It's cool, but like the VR itself, even though I like it and everything, and I want to have my dad try it because he loves cars, but he, you know, used to get sick playing like Mario Kart when I got the N64 as a kid. So maybe that, since he can move his head around and sit in the actual driver's seat, maybe it'll actually be less motion sickness for him, because he's done one VR thing and he didn't have an issue with that. Anyway, yeah, it was okay. Haven't done this yet because I want to do videos for it. Eagle Flight for the VR. Yeah, a lot of these I want to do first reaction videos, so I've had so many issues doing a couple of the things. Yeah, I haven't even tried it, so I'm anticipating. I am very patiently waiting to play that. Same with this, Werewolves Within for the VR. I did realize this is an online only game, which is fine. I just got a year of PlayStation Plus. I normally have Xbox, PlayStation I haven't had for a long time. For a long time you didn't need it during PS3 days and stuff. But since it's network only, I figured I'd get it, and there's probably going to be some other games I'd want to try. So I will be doing that quite soon. This was only through iam8bit, the same people that put out that vinyl. I really like that company, iam8bit.com. I'm not affiliated at all. If I was, and if they want to ever be affiliated, let me know. Anyway, Rez is a really popular game. It looks like it came out in like 2001 originally, and then they just put out a lot of like master editions and deluxe editions and all this other stuff. This is Res Infinite, and this is VR included, so that's why I really wanted to jump on it, and because it came out through iam8bit, which is just a smaller website, you know. It's not, I think they're UK as well, but it's a smaller site. It's not you know, coming out of like Best Buys and stuff like that. I didn't know what the supply would be like on that. And I figured it would just be very cool to try this since it was a VR included. So, got that. Then I repurchased Star Wars Battlefront. I have this on Xbox and I played it a ton. The sole reason I bought this is because they put out a free VR mission. I've played that mission 3 times. I've streamed and uploaded 3 times, and it's the stream, I think, as far as I can tell, it's gone fine, but then when it uploads, it just completely freaks out. So, yeah, had a lot of issues with that, but, oh man, the VR mission is so cool. They easily could make a Battlefront VR, or if they do a Battlefront 2, I mean, they really need to do something like that and push more VR, because I think, I mean, it's on the PC. I'm assuming you can play these VRs with the Oculus Rift and the HTC Vive as well. So yeah, nothing really to look at. The one that came with all the DLC, again, I play this on Xbox, so I didn't need that. Does say VR mode included, so maybe at some point. But I was able to get this for like $9 used, so definitely have a video on that pretty soon. And it is a Rogue One mission, so that was pretty cool. This came with PSVR. It's just a demo disc. Haven't even popped that in because a lot of those I either have, and some of them I kind of want to first reaction play the real things. So I'll probably start picking up more VR games here pretty soon now that I think once I get this new computer, everything should be butter in terms of streaming and video, because I've really struggled. And last game I picked up, I still have a couple things after that, is The Last Guardian. I got the collector's edition. Let's open it up. Okay, so first is the art of The Last Guardian. Got a little booklet here. So we got that. Look at that little buddy. Ooh, look at that spine. So just a bunch of art. I don't want to look too much in it because I haven't started it yet. Another game I would like to do some videos on, at least you know, an initial reaction video, playing maybe the first half hour. But cool art book. I did pop this open. It came with some stickers. I do have a little mini fridge that I like that I decided to dedicate one whole, well, the whole front door is just video game stickers. So I took the big one there. Came with some cool stickers. Then the game is in a steel book. I did install it. And yeah, that's a little steel case. And now let's get to this super quick. All right. Oh, that is awesome. And it's in one piece, which I love. So we got a plastic bottom, and then this is nice material. The outside's more of a plastic. This seems more, it's very cool. It's the actual Guardian. So there you go. Kind of spin that around. And then the little character guy. I'm not going to pull him out. I mean, he's literally just, I'll just swing him under here. He's literally just a little dude. And I'm assuming you, oh, he's got little, there's two little feet hole, so he just stands right there in the Guardian's head. I'm assuming that's the Guardian, obviously, unless the character is. All right, let me put this away. Okay, and last things is the games I beat. I actually beat a couple more than usual. Grab these. I guess I could have done that during the transition. Yeah, I actually beat this and bought it. It's the 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. Loved it. It was awesome. You gotta like puzzles though. Can get pretty tricky and frustrating. There's a couple spots where I did save in like frustration of going over things. It was like, I just need to take a break. And that actually did solve the issue. I eventually was able to come back and be like, wow, now I figured that out. Because there's a couple times where it was like, you'd spend 30 minutes and you're like, how? There's only a few that was that bad where I saved. Awesome game. I'm already part of the way through the second one. Like it a lot. Beat Pokemon Moon. I even said in the last one I'd probably have it beat, and I did. Really fun game. Different style in terms of the path you take in the actual story and the way you play it compared to all the other ones, just having your generic gyms and gym leaders and stuff like that. Very cool. It still is a Pokemon game. It didn't, I think, change. I mean, they all changed a little bit, but it didn't change a ton to the point where someone would be like, I don't like it. I still thought it was quite fun. So I've played and beat every single, which I've been wanting to do, and I've done over the last like 3 or 4 years, is played and beat every single main Pokemon game, every generation, and White 2 as well, which is supposed to be in the same generation, but I count that as a main one. Anyway, Professor Layton and the Curious Village, this is the first one. Really fun game. Now comparing this to the 9 hours, 9 doors, 9 persons type game, my issue is Curious Village is literally puzzles, like very thrown in your face puzzles. Like, oh, that reminds me of this puzzle. And then it'd be like, here's 10 matchsticks in this shape. Move 2 to make this shape or something. Or like, it'd just be like stuff like that. Or some of them be literally move these blocks around to get this ball from this area down to here. They're very in-your-face puzzles. Whereas 9 hours... 9 persons, 9 doors, it's escape the room, and there's tons of puzzles, and there's a lot of storyline, and there's also like who can you trust mystery going on, and it's all intertwined in this very interesting story. The ending is kind of, there's multiple endings in that, so, but yeah, I could have gone on to that. But yeah, there's multiple endings. I beat it only once for 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors, as I jump back to that game. But I watched all the other endings. I didn't want to replay the game 5 more times. But anyway, I beat this game. I got, I think there's like 160 puzzles or something like that. I beat I beat the main game. I think I have like 151. I'm literally like within 10 or so. So I beat almost all of them. I don't know if I really want to go back and just find the few I didn't beat, because I literally went out of my way to get as many extras as possible and beat it. So yeah, it's a really cool game. I really liked it, but I mean, they're very in your face. You got to really enjoy puzzles to want to play something like this. Storyline was decent too. So got those. Then I finally beat Resident Evil 6. I played this with my friend Jesse. We also beat Resident Evil 5 years ago on the 360. So I was happy to beat this. I wanted to have this done before Resident Evil 7, which the time of filming this is out, so I'm going to play that quite soon. So this was very cool. It's almost like, there's like 4 different campaigns, so it's almost like you're playing 4 different games. It just feels, just playing it co-op and the amount of different storylines going on, it does feel long, even though it's not necessarily a super long game. But it was cool. It's very different. Yeah, I don't know. I liked it, and if you really like Resident Evil, I'd recommend it. But if you're just jumping into your first Resident Evil, I wouldn't necessarily recommend that one. I know a lot of people really like 4, which I did, I think, last month's video. I picked that up. And then I beat Skyrim, which I've been talking about. I just got this, I think, in my last month video. Yeah, that barely fits in there, but you get it. It's Skyrim. Anyway, I beat this, beat the main game, beat all 3 DLCs. One of the DLCs, you're like house building, so I beat it. I mean, I built a whole house and maxed it out. I did it. I wasn't going to build 2 more houses just for funsies. Beat the main game, beat all the 2 main DLCs and the house building. I did as much as I want to. So I've thoroughly done that. There's one little storyline. I also beat most of the guilds, like, you know, became the highest on all the different other storylines. All I really am going to keep doing on that is the College of Winterhold. That's the only one I haven't, like, I think you become the Archmage in that or something like that. I haven't gotten that far into that one this time. Again, I lost my save years ago, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm probably going to try to do a video, because you can't get achievements with mods, which I wouldn't want them anyway. But now that I've beaten everything, I'm going to finish that little thing up. And then I want to do a couple videos on messing with some of the mods. I want to see some of the crazy stuff people put out. Try that. And that's all the games I beat. That's all the games I picked up. And this month, my Xbox gamer score at the end of December was 134,359, and my PlayStation 4 rank was rank 12, and I was at 56% on the way to 13, if you know how that works. Please feel free, if you enjoyed this video and you're at this point, please hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe. I'm going to always put these out once a month, and I'm working on a lot of other content. So feel free to subscribe and comment. Tell me what game you think I should play next out of the things you've seen recently, or what game was the worst purchase. I don't know. Just let me know, please. Anyway, I will talk to you later.